नमस्ते बेटियों, खुश रहो बेटियों। Today's topic is posology and homeopathy part first. Posology is a combination of two Greek words, posos and logos. Posos mean how much or doctrine of doses, and logos mean discourses or study. William Withering, discoverer of digitalis, writes in 1789, poison in small doses are best medicines, and useful medicines in too large doses are poisonous. The first aim of homeopathic posology is to reduce the damages due to excesses of doses and kinds of medicine. Posology is the doctrine of doses of medicine. This terminology of dose derived from the Greek word dosis, which means a quantity of a drug or other therapeutic agent to be taken or applied all at time or in a fractional amount with on a stated period. In common speech, a homeopathic dose of anything means an infinitesimal dose. According to homeopathy, a dose is the particular preparation of medicine used the quantity from of preparation and administration of the medicine. It is an important vision of pharmacology. Posology, it is not a science only, but also an art. It brings confidence in practitioner. According to posology, poison in everything and nothing is without poison. It's the dose. The dosage makes it a poison or a remedy. In homeopathy, it bears same specialty, some specialty. Homeopathy and small doses are commonly regarded as synonym terms. It means homeopathic dose is an infinitesimal dose. It is almost an accepted fact that the subject of doses very important one. Basically, a homeopathic dose includes potency, quantity, form, and number of administration of medicine. In the first place, the dose related to the particular preparation of medicine used. For example, in constipation, opium mother tincture or the sixth or the 30 potency. In the second place, the dose related to the quantity of that preparation and the form of that preparation. For example, opium 30th was given to may have been given as one drop liquid under the tongue, one or two globules, and one drop is dispensed with purified water or sugar of milk. In the third place, the dose related to the number of administration of the medicine. Repetition. For example, opium 30, it may be single dose or may be repeated every 4 hourly or every week according to the condition of the patient. Another system of therapeutics in allopathic concept of the doses. In allopathic medicine, the doses are calculated in the laboratory and from experience. In allopathy, dose means so many drops by measure or so many grains by weight, enough to produce the direct positive or physiological effect. And not enough to endanger the patient. The allopaths relate the word dose to the material quantity of the medicine to be used, milligrams per kilogram. Milligrams of the doses per kilograms of the body weight. For example, in constipation, it is recommended dose is 1 to 3 grains. This practice is not applicable always in clinical medicine. A practitioner has to face certain problems. What should be the first approximation of dose in cases of child, adult, and old people? They consider body weight, body area, sex factor, time and place, emotional factor, biochemical individuality, tolerance, and idiosyncrasy, etc. Selection of potency. It is very important as even a carefully selected remedy may fail if the potency is not correct. In homeopathy, selection of potency is another great difficult task after the selection of medicine. It has been shown experimentally that in spite of the correctly selected remedy on the basis of totality of symptoms, it will no act curatively unless it is given in proper potency. A well selected medicine fails to produce desirable effects in lower potency in a case, but may show unexpected good results in higher potency. There are different opinions in this regard as to which potency one should be prescribed, though there is census over the broad vision of potency, namely, low potencies are called below 30 potencies, and medium potencies are 30 to 1 m, and high potencies, the above 1 m potencies are called high potencies. What is the vision behind that? It has clearly stated that low potencies are organotropic. It means related to the organs. Medium potencies influence the functions, and higher potencies are for the psyche or the psychological diseases. There we used higher potencies. When selection of potencies according to homeopathic philosophy, there is no hard and fast rule for selection of potency. Susceptibility is the only key for the selection of potency. To observe the susceptibility of a patient, physician must be qualified to assess the susceptibility of a patient. The physician must be qualified through the knowledge of allied subjects and must possess unbiased experience, freedom from prejudice, attention of observing, as well as clear conception of fundamental principle of homeopathy and second prescription. There is no such parameters to judge the susceptibility of the patient. It is very important guide to the potency. Generally, we can say more susceptibility, higher the potency, and less the susceptibility, lower the potency. But the modern life, with its complexities, sophistication, and overdrugging, very often comes in front of the physician as an obstacle to determine the susceptibility of a patient. Various factors assume the susceptibility of a patient They are as follows. Factors determining the susceptibility. These are age, sex, habit and environment, temperament and constitution, nature and depth of disease, structural changes, various expressions, vitality, and mental and physical reactions to the environment. That's all in the first part. And in next part, we will discuss about the various factors those are responsible for the susceptibility determination. Thank you. Thank you, Bitio. Namaste, Bitio.